A simple quest in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, which started as a simple investigation while I was honestly just drying some herbs, which, after talking to some people, had me searching a crime scene, almost dying in a sword fight, victory as I turned in a murderer, and then myself almost getting accosted by the guards for not understanding some basic mannerism, topped off by squatting in a dead man's house after a bath to end a very long and adventurous day. That, in a nutshell, was my first afternoon exploring in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. So, I'll explain how all this came to be, and if you haven't gotten into the game, you can judge for yourself if this is the kind of experience you're looking for. First, I should say that you could consider this video spoilers, although it's only a side quest, helping find a missing girl, and this is only the first part of it, so I'm not even spoiling the end because I haven't found her yet. I don't think this is too spoilery, but everyone has their own idea of that, I suppose. So that said, if the first part of this quest isn't too bad, let's get into this. The afternoon started off about as innocent as any afternoon could, as I had just returned from retrieving a merchant's goods from a wagon that had wrecked by a pond. It's a decent enough excuse for a walk to explore some out west of town, but I didn't find much out there aside from some scattered vegetables, so I was returning to town. I had been picking flowers for much of the earlier part of the day, as I had quite enjoyed what I had seen of the alchemy work, and I was just looking for a place where I might dry and preserve my herbs. You see, I was on my way back to town, but I wanted to stop by Pavlena's house first, as I thought she might have a place where I could dry my herbs so they wouldn't spoil on me. I had just used her alchemy bench a couple days ago, and slept at her house for like the past couple nights. Well, not last night. Last night I was in the stocks, but before that I'd slept at her house, so I figured she wouldn't mind if I used her alchemy bench there. Well, I found her house in the woods easily enough, but after poking around a bit at her herb bench, I couldn't find a way to use it to preserve the herbs that I had. I think I need a different facility for this maybe, and also I flipped through my recipe book to see if I could brew some alcohol, but I was just short on the herb I needed for that anyway, so oh well. I guess I'll check on the nice lady and see how she is. Well, after saying hi, she tells me that her daughter, Pavlena, is missing. Well, I had just seen her the other morning, and she seemed really nice, and besides, the woman helped me and my friend when we were in need, so I agreed to search Pavlena's room in the loft for any clues as to where she might have gone. After searching her room, I didn't find much except for a man's hat, so I went to tell Pavlena. She said she didn't know where her daughter had even been seeing a man, and that maybe I should ask around in town. So I returned to town, where a guard immediately accosted me for, well, I actually can't imagine what, so I was just polite. I let him search me, but everything appeared to be fine, and he let me go. Well,
everything in order. Carry on.
That was the first scare. That was a bit alarming. I don't know what I could have done wrong, but I guess I'd better be on my best behavior. But yeah, things will heat up regarding that later. Anyway, though, I was going to ask around for Pavlena, but first I wanted to stop by the merchant to let him know that I had found his wagon by the pond and that I had retrieved what I could find from it. But he had no conversation option regarding that, so I guess the goods were mine to keep. It was only some seasoning, vegetables, and some liquor anyway, so oh well. For now, I need to ask around about the missing girl. Well, after asking around a couple of the locals, I was told that she had been seeing some local boy named Roman, and that he worked for the woodcutters. So, with my first real lead, I was walking through town, wondering where I might find the woodcutters, and I heard a man calling out for someone named Roman. That must be him, so I followed him to see if I could find the man, although it appears that he was searching for him too. Well, the man didn't know where he was, but he sure seemed to have some ideas about how I could find out, as he suggested that I break into Roman's house to find out for myself. I asked, why didn't he just go into Roman's house? I mean, he knows the guy, but of course, he had a reputation to hold up, and logically assessed that I be the one to break into the house, as I was an outsider anyhow. Well, I don't know how to pick a lock anyway, and apparently I need a lockpick, which I also don't know where to get. But as I was about to leave, I saw a ladder up to a loft out of the corner of my eye and figured, why not? I'd take a peek up there. Well, lo and behold, the loft opened up into a house. Before I knew it, I was in Roman's living room. Well, okay, this doesn't seem that criminal. I mean, I just kind of ended up here. I didn't break any locks or anything, so as long as I'm in here, I suppose it couldn't hurt to have a look around. So, careful not to disturb anything, I peek into his room, and I see that Pavlena had indeed been here. There's some of her woven baskets over there, and as I looked, it appears as though two people have had a meal recently. not that long ago. Well, seems to be all I could find in the house, so I left back the way I came, leaving the door locked and everything untouched, and went back to talk to the man in hopes that he might know something about this, maybe some other place I could find Roman, because that was all really that we could find in the house. Well, handily enough, after just a brief conversation, he was able to point me to a local lover's spot where Roman just may have taken Pavlena. Yeah, this guy's not a stalker at all. Well, fair enough, it sounded like a good lead, so I thanked him, and that was that. I was off on my way, tracking a stream through the forest, looking for some clearing where I might find the couple. It was beginning to get a little late in the day. I figure it was coming on evening at this point, as it was getting a little darker, and, well, I did have a torch on me, but didn't really know yet how to use it or realize that. I didn't realize that I had one. That comes into play later. Anyway, it's getting a little bit darker, but we can see just fine. So, tracking through the woods, I follow the man's directions to a little clearing where I found what was left of a romantic picnic. Ooh, some beers. I'll take those. And, oh yeah, a bloody rock, some rope, and blood. I had a look around at the ground and saw a blood trail that disappeared off into the forest. Wow. You know, it was only a couple of hours ago that I was just hiking in the woods, picking flowers, and now I'm in the dark following a blood trail that leads to... is that a pig? And there is a body. That must be Roman. Well, so I find the pig herder, and I tell him I found his pig, and that it was bothering over a body in the woods. After describing the body to the man, he confirms that this was indeed Roman, and after a bit more questioning, he let me know that he had seen someone suspicious out there in the woods. Now, luckily, he recognized the chap as a local boy who worked on a farm nearby. He said people call the boy Straw. So I was back to town to find this Straw. It was now getting a bit darker, but I figured I had time. Luckily, I found Straw pretty quick, and it wasn't long till he was fessing up that he had indeed killed Roman. In fact, I'd hardly pressed him at all. But turns out that he kind of didn't like me knowing this and came at me with an axe. Okay, now, up to this point, I have literally lost every fight I have been in. A newcomer to the Kingdom Come Deliverance games, I had not played with a combat system similar to this since maybe like the old Elder Scrolls system where you had to click and drag the mouse to swing your sword. So yeah, this is my 4th fight in total, and with a solid losing streak of 3 losses. Well, wait, where's my sword? I can't get my sword out. I'm clicking random stuff, but I know I need to get kind of back up and try to hit. Okay, I got it. Well, that's good, because I don't know when the last game was saved, but that was a convenient time to win my first battle. So, calm down here. Covered in blood, I question the man and get him to spill the beans on where Pavlena is.
Tell me what you did with Pavlena, you f***ing idiot.
He doesn't have her, but he tells me where she is. I hope I can get her home safely. I mean, she's pretty hot. Well, her mom is looking for her, so hopefully she's safe. But first, I'm not killing this guy. That's not my move to make, but he did commit murder, so I haul him in to the local bailiff and let him turn himself in. Well, when I choose to turn him into the bailiff, it took me to this dark room. And we go through all of that. The bailiff walks off and he's done. You know, he's arrested for murder in this super dark. I'm left in this super dark room. I don't know where. It's now properly nighttime. And I can't see crap in here. Well, bumping my way around, I eventually found my way outside. And that was good because I was trying to find my way out of that house and I had some warning that I was trespassing. I don't know. It was so dark I couldn't see my hand in front of my face, but I promise you, I was only trying to find my way out of some dark room. I didn't know where. Whoa, what is this? Why are all these men with torches walking up to me? Oh, wait. So it's illegal to walk around at night without a torch. Of course, that's how I can see. I've been wondering this entire time. How do I see? I'm an idiot. I do have a torch in my bags. Now, how do I equip the thing? I'll be glad to comply with the men if I can. Oh, no, crap, that's my sword. Did I just draw my sword on the guards? I don't know. Wait. Okay, 1 second. We go back to the menu. Okay, I equipped it. Okay, unequip the sword. Now, see if I can draw the torch.
Doing the stock.
Look, I don't know. That's not working. And they were getting super impatient, like really, really impatient. Crap. Now they were demanding. Okay. Out of this, into the settings menu, there's got to be, there it is. Okay. In the controls, press R for torch. Thank God.
And lo, there was light.
Okay. Now, Man, that was close. Like, I think, did you hear that last thing they said? I think they were seriously going to arrest me. I think I had like half a second. But now they're kind of all huddling around with, oh, okay, nothing to see here, guys. So, all right. That was about to not end well. Well, if there's one thing I've learned, these guards are absolute sticklers. I mean, the first I got frisked for, I don't know what. I had just gotten back into town from a walk in the woods. And then I almost got arrested for not having a torch. I mean, I get it. It makes sense, but geez. Well, anyway, now I have a torch and it's late. I have zero money. Where can I find sleep? Well, I do know of a house nearby whose owner won't be returning home. It has a locked door, and I know the way in. Why, yes, not a bad idea. I think this is the first good idea that I've had all day. I have a house to squat in. So I make my way to my house, and after washing up, have some much-deserved rest after a very, very long day. Tomorrow, I need to find Pavlena and my dog. My dog is also missing. Yeah, no problem. I almost died and got arrested twice yesterday, but such is life in 15th century Bohemia in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I gotta say, I was impressed. I knew when I saw the reviews of the game to expect something like this to unfold. I knew it wouldn't be like other games that I had played, and that most things in the game were going to be skill-based, and that I, as a player, have none. Well, it made a real story. As I wrote all this out, recalling as it had happened, it felt like telling a story. And that, really, is the best way I can describe questing in KCD2. I'll tell you, I'm scared of fighting in that game, as every time up until that fight ended in a game over screen I had to load from. I still haven't figured it out, and yet I'm determined to become a fighter. It is my destiny. And so from here, I will find my dog, save the girl, and get some darned sword training. Guys, thanks so much for watching. Be sure to tell me what you think down in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe, click that notification bell for more content like this coming up. KCD2 just came out today as I'm recording this, and it is an insanely epic blast. Yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe for more. I will catch you guys next time. Thank you.